Hey everybody. All right. In this video, we're going to talk about how to find the area of a rhombus. So if you're not sure or you don't remember what a rhombus is a four-sided quadrilateral that has equal sides. What that means is that this side, this side, this side, and this side are all the same length. That's what makes it a rhombus. So I'm going to erase those, and then I'm going to explain what these lines in the middle are. These lines in the middle that cut across the rhombus are called diagonals. You're probably used to seeing it looking something like this, cutting across a square like that, or a rectangle. But this one is just kind of flipped on its side, and we have our diagonals here. So even though they don't look diagonal, they're still called diagonals because they cut across the shape. Now, to find the area of a rhombus, we would take the diagonal, the length of diagonal 1, multiply it by the length of diagonal 2, and then divide it by 2 or multiply it by 1/2. So the area is basically half of the first diagonal times the second diagonal. So in this case, what we're going to do is we are going to multiply 8 times 3, those are our two diagonals, and then divide that by 2. Well, 8 times 3 is 24. And when you divide that by 2, you get 12. So the area for this rhombus is 12 units squared. Okay, here is another example. We need to find the area of this rhombus, and this rhombus has diagonals of 2 and 7 cutting across it. So remember that the area is equal to diagonal 1 times diagonal 2, and then divided by 2. So I'm going to go substitute in the numbers that I have. First diagonal is 2. Second diagonal is 7. And then I'm going to divide that by 2, or half of that. 2 times 7 is 14. So 14 divided by 2 is equal to 7. So that means the area of this rhombus is 7 square units. Okay, so for this example, we have the area of the rhombus, but we're going to be looking for the missing diagonal, or x. So we want to know what x is equal to. So I'm going to use my formula of area equals diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2 to find that. I'm going to go ahead and substitute in the numbers that I do have into my formula. So area was equal to 20. So 20 equals diagonal 1. We'll just call that x. And diagonal 2 was 5. And that was divided by 2. Now, if I wanted to, I could rewrite this as 5x. If you're more comfortable with that and more used to seeing it look like that, that's what that could be. So now let's use a little bit of algebra to help us figure this out. If x is being divided by 2, the opposite would be to multiply by 2. So I'm going to multiply this times 2 and this side times 2. Those will cancel out. 2 times 20 is 40. And then that would be equal to 5x. To find out what x is, I have to divide by 5 on both sides. That will cancel out. Then I'll have x equals 40 divided by 5, which is 8. So the missing diagonal, x, is equal to 8. All right, thank you so much for joining me today as we talked about the area of rhombuses. Hope to see you again soon.